Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. Uh, heroes aren't born. They're made. Heroes aren't born. They're made by walking through the fires that most people wouldn't walk through. Is a way of looking at it. This man here. Obviously, we're talking about the knife attack on the train, Huntingdon, possibly Saturday night, just gone. Black guy with a big knife stabbed 10 people. There's footage of him going into here we have it, just on the bottom corner here, into a barber shop. Chilling moments. Knifeman bursts into barber shop. So maybe have a look at that as well after we've had a look at this. So I think this guy works for the rail network, just from what I've heard and what him saying. He said he knew the click of the door very well. I'm taking that to mean that this guy was working for the rail network. So the video's caught on Times News, 1 million subscribers. Do you want to die? Knifeman asks train attack hero. So he truly is a hero, to be honest. He took multiple injuries trying to keep the guy occupied, to be honest. So he didn't get anyone near anyone else and near some women and everything that were all crowded into cars further down the train. Truly horrific scenes, to be honest. Again, it's the fractions of a second matter in these moments, and the people who stand up and fight. Again, they're the true heroes. You're not born a hero. You become a hero by doing heroic things. You know what I mean? And this man here and his tale, I thought it was very heroic and it was worth a play. And the guys should be commended, if that's the right word, for what he done and maybe the lives that he saved. And again, on all these other incidents, Southport is another example. Public and other people ran to the help to stop Axel Rudabakwana doing what he was doing. So it takes brave members of the public at times, because the police can't always be there immediately. So it takes brave members of the public to stand up and be brave and do the right thing and help. And it comes naturally to some people, I think. Like, that's the other thing. It's some people freeze in fear, some people run scared, and some people know that something needs to be done. And that's the difference between us all. And again, the people that stand up and fight and help, you got to praise these people and praise what he done here. So to give him his time, give him his moment.
I was sitting down with my back away from the train door, open and close they do as you go through, and a young lady runs through and shouts, "Knife, knife, there's a man with a knife, big knife, there's a man with a knife." And quite a few people ran by then, run past her, there was more, so that's it, I let them go, then I got up and then I see a guy come in, a big guy, come in with a big backpack, extra large one, They all went towards the buffet cart and the toilets, and then I started going that way because that's it. So, but then as they went further down, the toilets and the buffet car was all full up. That's it. They can't get in there. There's enough people in there for the women and what have you, staff. So he come up to me. He got up close and then he pulled his sword out and he says, "Do you want to die?" He repeated it. And then I think I remember I'm making the first move. I'm going for his arm with the knife. And then I got caught on my fingers that way. And then he took a swing at this and a swing at that, and I got caught on the hair. It's lucky. And I got caught on the back a few times. We tried to slice in, and so it caught me a few times. But because I wanted to make sure that the other people would stay behind me when they got into that buffet car, and there was a little door, and I was just waiting for that door to click, a lot click. I know it well. So, and then that was it. And then I had to go towards him then, but I won't go in once because they were still struggling to shut that door.
Yeah.
Clicking that door, there were a lot of people in there, and they must have all piled in there, and then get one or two more in, and then it's rampacked. So there weren't any room for me to get in there. I didn't have much choice.
So that was his story. Again, a very brave man. He didn't have much choice, as he says, but he still done what needed to be done. Again, I kind of think it's a natural feeling for like most men when if women are in danger by a man. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not a fair fight. And Alex, was it Alex Phillips said in the speech she made, like, well, what can she do against like a man with a knife and nothing? She's not allowed pepper spray. So again, you've got to again praise the man for doing what he done. He's not a young man either. You know what I mean? I'd put him in about 60-year-old, but again, I think he would possibly work for the rail company. Just he knew the click of the door well, apparently. So that was just me thinking he worked for the train network. Yeah, horrific attacks again, and the sad thing is there'll probably be more of them, and we'll have to do all this again, like we did at Southport, and do you know what I mean? It's a horror. Like Britain's a horrible place to live. I'm just gonna skip forward. Might get the advert. Britain's not a nice place to live, to be honest. It's really not anymore. This is going on far too often. They got the guy in the street with the dog and the bank and Southport, and for over a year now, it's been a bit of a shit show and getting worse. And thankfully, we've got heroes among us who do stand up when they need to and help. So this is the guy who he had to fight off. We burst into a barber shop the night before, I believe. I heard reports as well on another channel that he was shouting Ali Akbar in the train. I've only heard that once from a YouTube channel. But I don't know if that's true or not. But again, people looking for a motive. What is the motive? But again, he's going into a barber shop here. I don't know the crack here. This is apparently the night before. But I've just heard that mentioned on a YouTube channel. But I don't know if there's any truth in that, to be honest.
Come, live.
I mean, what triggered him there? What triggered him? Did maybe they say something through the window or something? No, he just bust through the door randomly. By the looks of it, didn't look like they were saying anything to him. So again, he's apparently. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the motive. Again, maybe all come out in the wash. Apparently, we're not supposed to speculate, but if you don't tell us, people are going to speculate. You know what I mean? People want to know why did this man walk into a barber shop with a big fucking knife, and then why did he get on a train and stab 10 people with a knife? Why would you do that? Why? What's the motive? Sounds like they've muted the audio slightly, like that, so we can't hear what he's saying. This is just the music in the hairdressers. So he leaves and doesn't attack anybody, but yeah, just a bit weird, and I don't know what triggered him. Could be mental health, to be fair. Like, that looked very much like it could be mental health, just triggering for no reason. So that's the crack, and well done to the brave man, the old guy on the first video. Well done. I'll leave it there. Peace.